Growing in containers is a great way to expand your growing area whether you have ground to grow in or not. We're going to try planting sweet corn in a container. Now this is courtesy of Rootmaker. This is their 3 high, I believe it is. We've tried planting sweet corn in a grow bags last year with very poor success. Now, when we really didn't know what we were doing, we just kind of went off with what we had seen. So we're changing some things up here. We've got good certified leaf compost. We're also going to mix in a considerable amount of organic fertilizer. The NPK, I took a sample, or I cooked several doses from a couple of different bags, which will give us an NPK of somewhere around a 29, 25, 25, somewhere in that area. Corn is a heavy feeder, likes a lot of nitrogen, uses a lot of nitrogen, so I'm going to work this in to the soil. Now you're saying, well, corn can't be grown in a container because it's got to be grown in a block because it's got to pollinate. You are absolutely correct. We've got we got 1 block of corn, and so it pollinates. What we're going to do with this container is we're going to plant 4 seeds. Well, initially we're going to dwindle it down to 4 plants. And we're going to do in a quadrant, 2 and 2. I'll have 4 there. And then once we get it established, the tassels produce pollen which falls on the silks, or that hairy stuff that's on the ears. So at that time you want to try to get it, you can hand pollinate it too if you need to. So that's what we're going to go do here. Okay, so we were put a little bit of soil, or a little short on soil there, which worked out fine because I added the fertilizer, mixed it in. Now we topped the container off here. The purpose of this type of container, it has perforated holes all around it, and as the roots hit it, the roots stop growing outward and it air prunes it and puts more follicles on the roots, and the roots grow more rapidly, and there's no root bounding in the container. So what we're going to do here, we've got some very, very old seed. This seed is about 6 years old, which if kept in the right conditions, it should be just fine. This is a hybrid sugar baby. So what we're going to do is in each hole, I'm going to do 4 holes. You want to plant this corn about 1 inch deep. So in each hole here, I am going to put 4 seeds. Yeah, 4. Because I'm not certain that this will come up. So if we do 4 per container, now you can pre-soak this. It's got a pink treatment on it just to help it germinate and not allow insects to eat it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a GMO anything. Just some seed companies put a coating on it to help seeds germinate better and rid off insects in the soil. So I'm going to do 4 seeds per hole, and with the now I've got a lot of seed and they're really old. I'm going to go 6. With 6 seeds, something is going to grow, and then whenever these germinate, then I will cut back, not pull out, but cut back all but 1 plant per hole here, so we have 4 stalks. Now this is a variety that will take about 65 days to reach maturity, and as it gets to the point of tasseling, then we'll make sure we'll hand pollinate it in order to pollinate the silk. The hairs on the ears, each one of those hairs represents a kernel that, if pollinated, will form on the cob. So that's something to keep in mind. So that's how easy it is. I am going to take a little bit, not much, just a little bit, and whenever this stuff does come up, then I'll mulch it heavier with some leaves. You can use dried grass clippings, straw, even sand, as we have indicated here, and it's working quite well. So growing in containers, it's a great way to expand your growing area, whether you have ground to grow in or not.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.